In a prior video, I told you what I thought was the downside, the dark side of hang-on back filters. I have several of them that I'm using right now, and I have used them for a long time. I do think they're good filters. Because I dwelled on the downside of them, I think I should also, in all fairness, dwell on the upside. And there's a lot of upside to hang-on back filters. And probably the biggest upside in my mind is the fact that they're customizable. Like in these filters here, what's going on inside of this filter has nothing to do with what came with this filter. These are totally unique to how I like to set filters up. In this case, you can see what I've done here. I've got some pinky floss held in place by this filter sponge here, and then behind it I've got a more coarse sponge. So I've got basically two sponges from a coarse to maybe a medium with a little bit of pinky floss wrapped around them, and it's custom cut to fit the compartment. And I'm doing it to both of them. And you don't have to use pinky floss. You can use any material here. I use some of that material that's sold by Aquarium Co-op, the filter floss material that they sell. And it's a filter pad, a white filter pad. But these are totally customized. I don't have to be buying cartridges over and over again. I'll just rinse and reuse these forever. Maybe swap this out occasionally when it gets too dirty. But the fact that you can just customize, I mean, I could just run one sponge in there and then have behind it just have a bunch of Biohome or Matrix or some kind of ceramic ring behind this. You know, I could have it be all ceramic rings. I could have it be all fine, pinky floss. Totally customizable is a big plus point with hang-on back filters. The other big plus point with them is that they are so easy to work on and access. There's really nothing to getting to them. It's not like having to crawl under one of the stands of my bigger aquariums to get to the sumps. I don't have to crack anything open like I do with a canister filter. Everything is right there. You just pull it out and away you go. Rinse it and put it back together. The fact that you can customize what you use inside your hang-on back filters to suit your taste, what you think will work, what you feel good about, and the easy access and easy cleaning involved in it just makes them really superior, especially when you consider what you have to go through to open up and work on a canister, to get under a tank and pull out media, put in media in a sump. Now, with my sumps, that being said, the way they're set up, and my canisters with the use of pre-filters, I'm probably working on them just a few times a year. Whereas with my hang-on backs, usually once a month, I pull this out, rinse it, and put it back in. It's just a matter of minutes, and it's very simple, and it's a little satisfying, so I don't mind doing it. Another advantage of a hang-on back filter is they don't really consume a tremendous amount of energy, and they don't really have a big footprint inside of the aquarium. What you have in the aquarium really is just an intake, just a tube really, and the return is just water cascading into the top of the aquarium. And that gives you surface tension breakup, that gives you oxygen, right? Assuming that it's working right, and that's a big plus point. It's giving you surface movement and oxygenation, so that's a big plus point with hang-on back filters. Overall, I didn't want that last video to be considered me knocking hang-on backs. I think they're awesome. I've used them, I'll continue to use them. There's just too many plus points for me not to use them. Servicing them is very easy, very simple, and you can go real thorough. You can tear apart the plumbing and clean it inside and out. You can You can pull out the impeller if you want and clean that, or you can just keep it real simple. This is a real simple cleaning, and it's just really just a rinse and reassemble, and you're really just all set. Not too dirty. This is the sponge that the water comes in contact with first. Just cut from big chunks of leftover sponge I had from my DIY sump project. Good quality matte and sponge. So it goes from a coarse to a medium and then to a floss, polish and floss. I'll reuse Pinky a couple times and then I'll toss it out. It just gets worn out. It just gets really ratty looking. There you go. What was that? 5 minutes? Maybe less. A few times a year I might just go ahead and pull out the impeller and really give the unit a good cleaning, but for now that's enough. Plug it back in and away we go. This is one of those Higer units sent to me by my friends at Higer. I've been happy with them. They run pretty strong and very quiet, extremely quiet. And they give me a big enough compartment on each side to really kind of customize what I want to do. And I did the same kind of treatment to both of the units. So there you go. I just want it to be really clear that I'm not anti hang on back. I'm actually very pro hang on back. They do have some downsides like I covered in the last video, but those downsides are pretty much offset by the many plus points. Ease of use, customizable, low energy, small footprint inside the aquarium. All those are big plus points and would definitely encourage me to continue using hang-on backs despite what I talked about in the last video. All right, so that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and you are appreciated. I will catch you at the next one. Bye-bye.